Get this party
Okay.
started. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. We're all over the place. I think I'm talking from Southern Indiana. Susan's in Central Indiana or Northern Indiana. Nora's from Georgia. Barbara Ann, you're Nora's guest. Where are you?
Georgia.
Yeah, you're in Georgia as well. And Christy
From Missouri.
from Missouri. Isn't that cool? I mean, that's pretty cool. I love that. Thanks for joining us this morning. We are talking about beauty tips, tricks, and hacks. And we were just talking. This is part 2. We got started with it last week, but we got carried away, got off track, and I have no idea where we left off. So we're
We got carried away and off track. Well, that's a first.
that exactly. So we'll just we may duplicate something, and if it is, that's okay. Maybe somebody needs to hear it twice, and if you didn't get to see part 1, make sure that you check the recording. There's Teresa Reeder.
Hi, Teresa.
Where are you from, Teresa?
I'm in Springdale, Arkansas. Kind of between Fayetteville and Rogers.
I love it.
Wow.
We've got Missouri, Arkansas, Georgia, and Indiana represented here. Pretty cool.
That's neat.
Okay, Susan, I'm just going to let you go, and then I'll talk some more.
Okay. I don't think we talked about eye makeup remover last week, did we? I don't think so. But I love eye makeup remover, and once you know, I didn't grab it to show it, but if you grab one, Teresa, or somebody grab one so you can show it on the screen. Oh, Christy's got one. It's right there.
All right, good.
Oh, this has to be one of my top 5 products in Mary Kay. First of all, as you can tell, I like to wear my eye makeup industrial strength. And so I like having a product that will gently remove it. So I love it so much for that. But did you know that it also removes marker from children and tables and walls? It also takes gum out of hair and mustard out of white pants when at Disneyland. Okay. It also removes adhesive and stickers off of pretty much anything, including the glass in picture frames. It also removes scuff marks from your floor. And I remember when my husband was quitting smoking and he wore the patch and it left that stickum, like a Band-Aid does too. Oil-free eye makeup remover removed that. So it's just a pretty versatile, awesome product in addition to doing what it says it's going to do, which is to take off your eye makeup. Anybody else know of anything that eye makeup remover does? Christy.
It removes eye wax, facial wax. When you have your eyebrows and your lip done, if it gets on there, it's hard. It'll take it off. Or if you get it, like I do mine at home. So if you get it on something, you just take a cotton swab and it rubs right off.
That's good to know. I do my teenage son's eyebrows. So don't I told you that. But yeah, that's good to know. Anybody else have anything? Who loves eye makeup remover? Okay, Teresa.
Okay, I just these are kind of. I'm going to jump around just a bit. So, Susan, you have to keep track.
Great. Now I get to follow on the list.
Exactly. I just grabbed some stuff when I was walking in. I thought, I've just got to make sure that I talk about some of my favorite hacks and just go off script a little bit. And I know I believe that I did touch on this a little bit last week. The Mary Kay Naturally Nourishing Oil. But honest to goodness, this is like my number 1 favorite hack for everything. I think this is just magic in a bottle. First of all, it is a nourishing oil. And I think a lot of people, especially people like me who have oily skin, are kind of say, well, okay, I like oils and all that good stuff. And I love the way this smells, but who wants to put an oil on my face because I'm already oily? But it has nothing to do with that. First of all, oily people, we have to realize that we need to be hydrated as well. And sometimes the lack of hydration in our skin, face, and the rest of our body will actually cause your skin to go into overdrive and just produce more oil. So I've found that actually my oil production is less when I'm using the nourishing oil, and I use it in combination, you know how hairdressers have a tendency to, make concoctions with products and mix 2 and 3 products together. Well, this is a great mixer with just about everything. So first of all, I love to mix it with my advanced lifting serum. We've talked about the advanced lifting serum many times before. It's part of our repair line, and it really focuses on this triangle of youth, which is, well, this triangle of youth, that triangle of youth. Okay, so you're going from the jawline up to the cheekbones and the jowls. Ooh, who wants to talk about jowls? I just,
Owls.
so that's just not good.
We all just went, ooh.
But if you will mix a drop or 2 of nourishing oil in with your advanced lifting serum, it is a game changer. It goes on a little bit more smoothly, evenly. You don't use as much product. Your skin smells fabulous, and your face feels amazing. When I wake up in the morning, I just really don't even want to wash my face. It feels so. I do, but I don't want to, because honestly, it looks really good. I also, it's the last thing that I use in my cleansing at night when I put my moisturizer on, my repair night cream. Again, I will add a drop or 2 of the nourishing oil in there, and it smells heavenly. How many people on here actually have or have used the nourishing oil? Okay, a few people.
Smells so good.
It is just so good. And so while we do that, I will also, when I'm exfoliating and using the Mary Kay Naturally Exfoliating Powder versus the Microderm I do in the shower, but every once in a while I love that exfoliating powder. That's when I mix nourishing oil in with that as well. I also I keep it in my purse. If my hands are feeling a little extra dry, or my cuticles are a little extra dry, I just take a few drops on the back of my hand, rub it in, and then I get my cuticles and just really massage it in my cuticles. It's great anywhere on your body. Mix it with your toning lotion or whatever body moisturizer. If you're using the hydrating lotion, if you're using the toning lotion, mix a few drops of the nourishing oil in with your lotion. And again, it makes the lotion go on easier, smell fabulous, and oh lordy, this is a must-have. Everybody, and you must have more than one. Oh, hair, great to take a little bit on the tips of your fingers and pull it through your hair. Lay down any of those wild hairs, Susan. She was laughing at me last week because I was talking about wild hairs. Anyway, nourishing oil. Anybody else have a tip or a trick that they use with the nourishing oil?
It's not a tip or a trick, but just an addition that you're right. My daughter lives on the ocean basically, and is a frizzball, like crazy hair. She loves this oil, that it just tames her down. She doesn't hate living in the South as much, so it's good.
Yeah, it's great in your hair.
Teresa Reeder, did you have one?
Yeah, I put it in the bath water. I drop a couple drops in bath water.
What a great idea.
For my grandson right before I get him out, and then on my hands, because he has that tendency to have some eczema. And so for him, and then for me, I put a little bit in there. It's kind of nice.
Oh, fabulous. That's a great idea. I don't have a bathtub, so that's good.
I have actually sold it to someone just because she liked the smell of it. And in addition to all that, she was dabbing it on her wrists as her fragrance.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of those oils
all the time. I love the way it smells.
It reminds me of those oils. I can always smell them in a crowd. It's kind of an amber, kind of an oil that people wear. But I just love it because it smells so clean and spa-like. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, I've just got a couple miscellaneous things I wanted to hit on here. Teresa might have mentioned this last week, but I don't know. Right after you curl your eyelashes, use waterproof mascara to set the curled lash. Have you ever done that? It sets it, acts like hairspray for your lashes. And then you can use any of the other mascaras over that, like Lash Intensity. And if you use it before any of the mascaras, it keeps them curled all day long. So I think that's pretty cool. And then the other quick one I want to share, because I've been doing this a lot, especially since watching the Lori Hogg training a couple weeks ago. I tend to be dark under here, you know, sleep deprived, have fatigue, allergy eyes, and get some dark circles. So I love our under eye concealer. I'm sorry, our under eye corrector, because it has a peachy tone that's great for neutralizing the blues of dark circles. So I dab that under before I use my foundation, but when I'm finished, I will dab the under eye corrector and my concealer on the back of my hand. I take my concealer brush and mix them and then dab it underneath. And I love using a concealer brush to sweep up and just kind of clean up anything that, you know, little crumblies or anything from your eyeshadow or any goofs. And it gives the appearance of a more lifted eye. But blending those two together is a pretty cool hack. Does anybody else use that or like to do that for dark circles? Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. If you have more bronze skin and darker eyes, you want to use the under eye corrector with your deep beige concealer and apply it under your makeup. It makes a real pretty kind of orangey color and works great for concealing darkness on bronze skin. So that's all I got. Teresa, you're next.
You know, another thing, and I don't share this often enough, but the travel roll-up bag. It is not just a great hostess gift and an incentive for somebody to get some girlfriends together and have a virtual party or even an in-person party, but it is a great gift idea. I have, for baby showers, I have filled it up with, you know, goodies like things that she might want at the hospital. So like some Mary Kay products, some nourishing oil would be great to rub on her belly. Ooh, that's another thing. Probably pregnant
Oh,
bellies.
might help with stretch marks.
Great on, exactly. But a few Mary Kay things like cleansers or the disposable facial wipes or any of the stuff that she might need at the hospital. But then some other little goodies like little baby socks and, you know, some candy
Diapers.
suckers and things like that, so that she's got something to suck on while instead of screaming while she's in labor. You know, but filling that bag up with some fun things. It's awesome great for a wedding shower. And again, some of the goodies that she might want, some, you know, little panties, whatever. It's really great for that. Also wonderful just to clean out your bathroom. You know, all of the stuff that we collect. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a collector of all kinds of stuff. So, you know, one roll-up bag might be just ready for travel, you know, all packed up and ready for travel. One of them might have washcloths and facial cloths and you know, miscellaneous things that are just, you know, one might be a shave kit and toothpaste and deodorants, and so that you can roll those up and have them, you know, organize your bathroom. They're great for the shop, for a guy to put nuts and bolts in and some of his you know, some of those little things. So just keep a travel roll-up bag. I mean, people that do crafts, they're great for crafting. Knitting, cross stitch, sewing. They are just the most great little organization tools, not just for Mary Kay stuff. So that's another one of my favorites.
Oh, cool.
I have one.
Anybody else on that?
Yes, I have it beach ready. I put my suntan lotion, everything's in there. The kids, if it's different, the after stuff, some Band-Aids, you know, just beach ready kind of situation.
Great idea.
Perfect.
That is
That's
great.
perfect. Some sunscreen, I mean, some bug spray or whatever. That excellent idea.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And speaking of beach ready, and I know we touched on this last week, or at least I think we did, but this is the After Sun replenishing gel, and Nora just told us sadly that they are sold out because this is a limited edition item, but the company brings it back every spring, and usually from spring through summer, or as long as supplies last, this stuff is available. I'm just going to encourage you, if you're a guest, check with your consultant, see if she has any left. I stock up on these every single year. I can't have too many of them. I love to have one in my car. We have a camp on the river, so of course one in the camp, in the refrigerator in the camp, because it's great when it's cool and it's so soothing. So it's an After Sun gel, but it is very hydrating, and it's also great for a bug bite or a scratch or a rash or an irritation. It is, I mean, I love this year round and keep this product handy year round. Anybody else in love with the After Sun replenishing gel or have anything that they want to add to that? Teresa does.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Teresa. I know I was just.
Dandruff. Sometimes if someone has dandruff, they can put it out like in the little areas to help that from flaking.
What a great idea.
Directors, you need to beg them to have it all year round.
Yep.
Because
You guys can beg too. You can go on that contact us link and ask the companies. Maybe we need to just get everybody doing it.
Because it's really, it's so hydrating. You can use it all, like you said, all day.
Yeah, it's a great moisturizer. And light.
Tanner takes that every year on his boat trip to Dale Hollow, and he comes back and it's empty because everybody uses it after the sun. Barbara Ann, you had something?
Yeah, I have a question about that because I've never used it. Most lotions, I have really, really dry skin. And most lotions on me, when I put any kind of moisturizers, creams, or anything like that, it flakes afterwards. Has anybody had that problem with that product? Because I'm willing to try it. I just can't stand the flaking afterwards of the product. I think it's the product. Maybe it's my skin. I don't know. But I just have such really dry skin. And that any product that I put on, it always flakes.
Well,
Sounds like a job for nourishing oil.
Yeah, this is a gel. So it's different than a lotion, and that's one of the reasons I like it. It is like it's very hydrating, very moisturizing. And the other thing that you can know that if you do try it and you don't love it, and if you have a problem with it for whatever reason, Nora can take it back and exchange it out for another product or give you your money back. So it's always kind of cool that you can feel safe if you just want to try a Mary Kay product and you're just not sure if it's going to work for you, that you can do it safely. And we encourage that because that's one of the beauties of being a Mary Kay customer.
Totally. Cool. I've got a couple more. I'm going to tell you about CC cream. I love using the deep or the very deep CC cream because clearly I'm not that dark of skin tone, but I'll put it in with my toning lotion and it's an instant bronzer for my legs. I love that. You can also put it in with your subtle tanning lotion so that you get the benefit of the lotion that's going to tan you over time, but then you have the immediate effect of having a nice finished looking leg. So I love using that. The other thing is, did you know the acne treatment gel clears up fever blisters? That's a new one. And energizing lotion for your feet and legs. Putting on the back of your neck relieves stress headaches. If it's in a pot of boiling water, it works as a nasal release. And on the bottom of your feet, better than Vicks for kids and adults. So who's used that on the bottom of your feet? Somebody else was telling me they use that. Teresa, was that for like restless leg?
Exactly. And, you know, I read that one time and I have that. And I started putting it on my feet all the way up to my knees at night when I go to bed. And oh my gosh, you know, because I would have thought, okay, it's called energizing lotion. Who wants to put anything that energizes on your body when you're getting ready to go to bed? But I don't know, it's the mint, the eucalyptus, whatever in there that, you know, the smell and the feel on the legs, but puts me right to sleep and I sleep like a baby and my legs don't have a tendency to want to jump around.
Okay, Teresa, do you have any more quickly? We've got just a couple minutes before we need to share a little bit about the biz.
You know, just an ad for the CC cream as well, Susan. Again, if you're very combo to oily, I can take, and if I'm heading to the boat and I don't want a lot of makeup on, but I want a little bit, this does have sunscreen in it. So again, I'm putting a little extra sunscreen on my face, but I love to mix the CC cream with the oil mattifier. About 2 parts of CC cream to 1 part oil mattifier, mix it together, put it on your face, and it mats out the CC cream for in the summertime for those people who are combination and oily. So mixing oil mattifier, I also love mixing our foundation primer. You can mix the 2 of those together if you're oily, a little oil mattifier in with your foundation primer to put on your face first. And you can also I take foundation primer and a matte wear and luminous wear foundations to mix them together and come up with a concoction that really gives you that extra coverage but mats out your skin because I don't want to be too shiny. So there you go.
You should see Teresa's roll-up bag when you room with her at seminar. There's like major stuff in there. You learn so much, don't we, Nora?
Yes,
When she
we
does
do. I
makeup
miss
at
that.
seminar. I know. I do too. I'm going to click over very quickly because we just have a couple minutes. And for those guests with us today or those who watch this later, we just like to always wrap up with a little story time. And this is my story. I laugh at that picture in the top left. That's what I looked like in 1988. But heck, we all looked like that in 1988 and thought we were the hottest things going. My kids are like, ew, did you ever have a date? I'm like, yes, I did. You know, but it is kind of a surprise, isn't it, when you look at that dress? Ugh. But Mary Kay has taught me so much, not only about makeup application and hair, but the confidence. And that next picture is a Cinderella moment on the seminar stage, which we're all missing this year, but we're going to do it virtually. So that'll be very interesting. I joined Mary Kay in 1988 for the prizes and to get a little extra shoe money, but certainly stay because not only have I achieved that, but the girlfriends, the flexibility, the cars. I've had 16 company cars, thanks to my amazing unit and company. The income is fabulous. And down in the bottom left, that's my husband. I met him because he was the brother of a customer. So he was in my starter kit. Best $90 I ever spent back in 1988. That's my son. I'm able to go and watch all of his sporting events. Now he's playing football. Had his first game last night. So fingers crossed that he doesn't get crunched. I'm really nervous. And then that's my daughter. She's now 19, and we just moved her into college this week. So getting a little better, not quite as emotional because I talked to her every day and got to see her yesterday. But when she was 9, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, very rare in children. And I was so grateful that I worked from home and could have that freedom to be with her, take her to all of her doctor's appointments, help her to stay caught up in school, and be there when she needed me most. The next picture, let's see if I can move you all over to the side. Yeah, I will. Okay, this is what our starter kit looks like. So I'm going to ask Teresa to share this, the 3 ways that somebody could join our business.
Yes, this is fun. This is new. With all that's going on in our world, the company has really stepped up and helped us all to pivot. And we found that there are some women that are really wanting to get their business going. They're looking at Mary Kay as some extra income at this time. And so we've always had a full starter kit. Currently, it's $100. You get over $400 worth of retail products. So it's almost a no-brainer. I would want my hands on the kit no matter what. But then you've got a business in a bag, a beautiful bag that you would probably spend that kind of money on just for the bag alone. But yeah, it comes with over $400 worth of retail products and samples. You get marketing tools, you get literature, you get a lot of support from the Mary Kay and from your sister consultants and your sales director and step-by-step education. So that is a great way to start your business. But some people are just looking for a quick and easy e-start. They're not planning on really right away doing any faces. They can order samples and things that they need to mail out or send out to clients. And so for an e-start, it's the company started this in April. It will expire at the end of September, but you can start your business for only $30, and you get 2 things that have a $70 value. You get a personal Mary Kay website, and you get a ProPay account. So you can actually have a website, take credit cards, and get your business started that way, and still have all the training and education and support that comes from the company and your Mary Kay unit. And then the really, really smart chicks are getting the full starter kit for $130. It still would be a $170 value because you get the ProPay account and your personal website, plus all the goodies that come in the bag. So that's it. Those are the 3 options that we have right now. And the main thing that I tell people is if you're interested in Mary Kay, first of all, if you have questions, make sure that those questions are answered. Either set up a time to do a Zoom meeting or a conversation with your consultant or with your consultant and her director perhaps, so that you can get all your questions answered, so you can make an intelligent decision if this is something for you. And if it's not, hey, that's cool too. You can be a fabulous talent scout because you have more information about our business. But after you get the facts, if you're still just kind of like, I'm not really sure, here's what I say. Do what I did 31 years ago and realize that you're not going to know unless you're willing to give it a try, and you have nothing to lose. And the one thing that I know that you'll gain for sure, besides all of the other gifts that come in the starter kit, are a lot of great friends and support and encouragement, and on a wonderful adventure. So that's the deal with the starter kit. And today, anybody, Susan, you want to add anything to that?
I was just sitting here thinking about our theme today is beauty hacks and different ways to use all our products. But you know, if you kind of think about it, the starter kit kind of has some hacks too, because people might want to start this as a full-blown business and be a boss babe. But did you know you can also do it as a side gig and just have a few customers who buy from you at retail prices. They're going to buy it somewhere. They may as well buy it from you. You might take over the mortgage payment or a few of the utility payments. You could also do this just as a hobby where you just play in it, enjoy the friendships, get a great deal on your products. So there's some hacks on our kit too, I guess, if you really think about it. So thank you so much, everybody. Any closing comments from anyone before we sign off?
Questions? Anybody?
Barbara Ann, thank you for being our guest this morning live. And those who are watching us on the recording later, we would love to chat with you. Be sure you contact your consultant for any products or the opportunity. So happy weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.